Hey, it's Cobra here at MaddenGuides.com, and for this video breakdown, we're going to take a look at a play out of the nickel 3-3 over that's going to bring some B-gap pressure with just a four-man pass rush. The name of the play that we use for this video breakdown is the nickel 3-3 over safety strong 3. Here's a look at the playbooks you can find this play out of. Before I show the blitz setup out the nickel 3-3 over safety strong 3, let's take a look at the default pass coverages and pass rush assignments. Now, this particular defense is a cover 3 defense based on the play title safety strong 3, meaning that you've got 3 defenders that are going to be playing 3 deep coverage. Those are the 3 defenders right there as you look at it. And then you're going to have 3 defenders playing underneath coverage. You got 2 defenders here that are going to be playing the seam flats. This particular defender that I'm highlighting is an edge rusher. He's going to be dropping into the seam flat to the right side of the screen as you look at it. Now you got one other defender right here, which is a linebacker. He's going to be playing a 3 receive hook as you look at it. So those are the 6 defenders that are going to be dropping back into pass coverage by default. And now this is going to leave you with just a 5-man pass rush. Now you're going to have this defender right here, which happens to be the free safety along with a linebacker. And then you also have these defenders here rushing the quarterback. So you got those 5 defenders that are going to be coming after the quarterback. Now, as I go through this blitz setup, I'm actually going to turn this to just a 4-man pass rush. Just know this, if you were to run this defense as is, you would still get some pressure on the quarterback. Now, it may take a little bit of time for this safety to get that pressure, but he would end up coming through this B gap right here, and he would apply that pressure if you weren't to make any pre-snap adjustments. All right, let's take a look at this blitz setup that you can run out of the nickel 3-3 over safety strong 3 that's going to allow you to get some pressure coming from the free safety. What he'll do here is he's actually going to blitz between the left guard and left tackle through that B gap, and he's going to apply that pressure on the quarterback. Now, the one problem with this defense, it is a cover 3 defense, and you can see you got 1 safety high, which is going to be the strong safety. Now, your opponent's probably got some cover 3 beaters, and that could be an issue right here. So one of the things you might consider doing is, use your coverage shell adjustments and say cover 2. But if you got the auto flip turned off on defense, the problem with that is it's going to mess up the coverages. You're going to see some weird things happening when you do that. So you may not want to do it that way. And then if you do that, then you're going to have to make some more adjustments. This just makes it a lot quicker what I'm about to show here. So what you're going to do here is you're going to take control of that safety and you're going to bring him down, say right where I got him lined up right there, to try to make it look a little bit different with the coverages. We're going to talk about something else I want to point out a little bit later in the video breakdown, but for now, I'm going to go ahead and line him right there. The next thing I want to do is I want to switch off to this guy right here, this free safety right there. And what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to move him up a little bit so he's lined up a little bit tighter to this linebacker to the inside of him right there as you look at it. So that's what I like to do. Don't bring him too far up because he'll reset and he'll end up going back to that same spot he was originally at. The next thing you want to do is you want to switch off to that linebacker right there, and then you're going to go ahead and bring him up near the line of scrimmage. I'm going to get him pretty tight next to that center. You're also going to notice that I spread the defensive line out. Now, one thing you may not want to do is get him as tight as I got him as you look at your screen. You may want to back him off maybe just a yard, but you definitely need to engage the center, and at that point, you need to drop him back. So what we're going to do is we run this play. Let's go and take a look at it here in a second. But what we're going to do when we run this play is we're going to allow him to rush the quarterback so he engages that center, and then we're going to drop him back. Now, at this point, when we do this, we're just going to have a 4-man pass rush as you look at your screen, and then we're going to have these guys all dropping back into pass coverage as you look at it. So you're going to get all these defenders, including the one that I'm in control of, and dropping back, which is going to turn this into a 4-man pass rush. You'll have 7 defenders dropping back, 4 guys rushing the quarterback as you look at your screen right there. All right, let's go ahead and run this and take a look at it. And once the ball is snapped, you're going to see right there, we do end up getting that B-gap pressure as I was talking about. Now, as you look at it, one of the problems that you're going to see here is, and this is what I'm going to talk about here in just a second, once we go back in here and redo the play again, is that this guy right here is wide open for a quick hit and pass from the quarterback. And that could be an issue. So I'm going to talk about that here in just a second. But right there, you can see there we get the pressure on the quarterback. All right, let's go and run it again and reset it here and take a look at it. So earlier, I talked about taking control of this guy right here, which is going to be that safety. What you might want to consider doing with him is you may want to put him more into this area here. That way, he's more in line with this defender here. I realize he's not in man coverage, but he would be more in line with that guy, kind of trying to make your opponent not really think about throwing to that guy. So that might be something you might consider doing with that rather than what I just did there. All right, let's continue on here. So again, we're going to take control of that safety right there, the free safety, bring him up, take control of this linebacker. As I said, bring him up. Don't get him too close to the line of scrimmage, such as what I got, but we're still in a pretty good position right here. The only thing is, I will show you once I continue running it, is that I'm a little bit late getting back. At this point, I would have really wanted to already be back, dropping back into pass coverage into that area there, but I'm kind of late as is. But as you can see, the coverages are pretty good, except for that guy right there at this point. And again, that pressure is coming through as far as getting that to the quarterback. As you look at it, you can see that safety is getting there pretty quick, and everything else is pretty covered as far as looking at this particular defense. So it does a pretty good job. It's just that there are some coverage flaws, but with any type of defense that you're going to run, you're always going to find some kind of hole that's going to be wide open when it comes to these zone blitzes that I'm showing. There's not any zone blitz out there that's going to cover everything on the field. So I just want to point that out to you. All right, so this is a nice defense that you can run from this particular defensive formation. Again, this is from the 3-3. It's from the nickel 3-3 over. The name of the play is called Safety Strong 3. Just looking to get some B-gap pressure coming from the free safety. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment for more Madden guides, strategy, and tips content. See you in the next video.